Recently, I've been told that Belarus is not my home anymore because I live in Germany, speak German most of the time, been married to a German, and have no intentions of moving back to my motherland. With all that being true, and despite me being comfortable and welcomed in Germany, I will still always stay Belarusian, and I don't want to change that because this is what makes me happy and this is what connects me to my family in Belarus. So, with that being said, it doesn't matter how eingedeutscht I become in Germany. I will still stay deep inside a little potato girl doing weird things that Germans may not understand. In this video, I want to talk about 5 of them. I'm going to share with you 5 post-Soviet habits that I cannot get rid of in Germany. And this is something that I've learned from my parents and they learned from their parents and so on. Let's begin. Baking soda is something that you can find at every Belarusian home, and the design of this very package haven't changed since my birth for sure. Thankfully, I can get it at every Russian store in Germany, else I don't know how would I do the laundry or cleaning. Yeah, often we don't use it just for the cooking. Basically, this item is so handy and helpful that you can use it for anything if you're creative enough. Laundry whitening? Go for it. Acne problems? Sure. Unclogging pipes? Yeah, just add some vinegar. Oily surfaces? Soda is the best for it. Our trust in soda is almost religious. Yeah, nowadays we can afford all of the modern tools for cleaning or the skincare, but I still keep some soda at home just in case. When I tell Germans that I use hydrogen peroxide to disinfect my wounds, they get big eyes because this is something that you cannot buy in German drugstores because this is considered unhealthy and even damaging. So I always end up buying like 1 liter of hydrogen peroxide in Belarus and bringing it to Germany for the personal use. And unfortunately, I already ran out of my 1 liter and I cannot refill my stocks because I cannot go to Belarus because of Corona nowadays. So I hope I can go get there soon. I mean, for us, using this is very common against wound swelling and suppuration. And some people go even further than that and bleach their hair or use it against pimples. Another medicine that I often use is absorbent carbon. You may know it as a part of the face mask, but originally we use it against stomach ache to help the digestion. And as weird as it sounds, it also helps with teeth whitening if used regularly. The next habit is based on the superstition that if you don't sit before your trip, something bad is going to happen to you. And all of their superstitions are kind of weird, but this one is quite reasonable because if you sit quiet for a minute before an upcoming journey, like a work trip or a vacation, you may actually realize that you have forgotten something important like your tickets or your wallet. So it is always beneficial to just sit down for a minute and think through everything, and maybe it helps you to realize that you need to grab something else. And I mean, even if you think that you're ready and you've prepared everything, double checking never hurts. And this is what we all do automatically in Belarus. The next thing has to do a lot with personal hygiene and comfort. Once we reach our home from the street, the first thing that we're gonna do is wash our hands and change into home clothing to prevent the outside bacteria reaching the inside of our house. Home clothing is usually something that you cannot bear to throw away, but you're too embarrassed to wear it in public, like some stretched sweater or sweatpants. Of course, we are not gonna change into home clothing when we bring the guests with us, unless we are planning on getting naked together, but that's a different story. But even if we come to your house, the first thing that we're gonna do is wash our hands. The last habit is tea drinking. In any uncertain situation, sit down, drink some tea, and think of it through, and everything is going to be fine. My European friends call me a tea junkie, and my obsession with it is indeed enormous, but it doesn't hurt anyone, so I guess we are fine with it. And if you expect guests in Belarus, first thing that we're gonna do is boil some water for the tea, that's for sure. And in my family, it is unthinkable to eat sweets without tea. You just need to wash down each bite with some tea to reduce the sweetness, and this way each bite gonna taste like the first one. I cannot explain it otherwise. Just try it. It tastes so much better this way. And I probably do have enough of tea for the next 5 years, but I still keep buying more because there is still so many sorts that I haven't tried, so I just cannot stop. And yeah, in Belarus it is very common to drink tea instead of drinking coffee. We may buy coffee to go though, but at home not many of us have coffee machines, so we just prefer tea instead. So yeah, these were my 5 habits that I cannot and do not want to get rid of in Germany, but they are mostly harmless. Well, I would not recommend you to use baking soda or hydrogen peroxide for healthcare or skincare, because what if the resistance to it is something that only post-Soviet people develop? Be careful. And come drink some tea with me, but wash your hands first. Stay healthy, people. I will catch you next week. Bye!